Hey everybody, it's your Book Bud Joe here, and today we got another tag for you, and it's the Howzat book tag, created by Gavin from Genre Books, and I was tagged by Sue Jackson. Sue, thank you so much for the tag. This looks like a fun one, so let's get to it. This is a cricket-themed tag, so let's go. Number 1, opening batsman. A writer who builds a solid opening of a book, or just a great first line. Now I have a great first line that I always reference. I don't think the book and author that I'm going to present to you today for this made it up. I don't think so. It's a famous line. I should have Googled or researched where did it come from? Who was the first person to write it? But I did not, so we'll have to do it later. Madeleine L'Engle wrote one of my favorite books, A Wrinkle in Time. Such a special, special book to me. And that book opens with, it was a dark and stormy night. And that just always gets me. It's a beautiful way to open that book. It really it's so cozy, and like I'm reading it and I'm like, ooh, it's like kind of spooky. And I'm just like, it was a dark and stormy night. And then I'm just ready for that. It just kind of sets it up. It's the perfect opening line for that book. I feel like a lot of spooky, scary movies start that way with like the narrator saying it was a dark and stormy night. Right? So do you guys recognize that? Isn't that like a famous line that is used in many books and movies and shows? I feel like it is. So we got to find out where that came from. Number 2, opening partner. A writer who you've built a relationship with over time. Okay, so that definitely has to go to Stephen King. When I think relationship, I think ups, downs, laughing, crying, getting mad, like swearing them off and then making up. And I feel like that's the closest thing to describe my reading relationship with Stephen King, because it started with me reading books when I was growing up that were just kind of over my head, too mature for me, just too much for me at that time, and didn't really connect with them, like Bag of Bones and Dream something or other. It's the one with the deer on the cover. The Gunslinger. I was too young. So didn't really enjoy that. So then I went several years like, I'm not like a Stephen King fan. However, such a fan of all of his movies from like the 80s. Such a fan. So that's conflicting, right? Then I read The Stand during COVID and I hated it. I absolutely hated The Stand. So then that added to it. Then I think I read Fairy Tale, and I didn't love that either. I loved the first half, didn't like the second half, right? Then one year, I read Pet Sematary, right into Misery, and then right into Salem's Lot. I mean, all during like October, November. What an experience. Absolutely loved Pet Sematary. Absolutely loved Misery. Salem's Lot, I enjoyed it. I liked it. Okay. The following year, I read Christine and Carrie. Blew me away. Both of those books blew me away. Especially, Carrie I just absolutely loved. Christine was the biggest surprise because I thought it was going to be corny and silly just because of the premise. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Okay, so that's I might be missing a few books in there, but like that's my overview of my relationship with Stephen King. So I've built a relationship with this guy over all these years, over my lifetime, and we're finally in a good place. We understand each other. We respect each other now. So yeah. Oh, The Life of Chuck. Love that. So yeah, so that's my answer. Number 3, first change. Imagine you have finished a book you did not enjoy, or DNF a book. Who's the dependable author you turn to who won't let you down? I'm going to pick Neal Shusterman. Neal Shusterman is one of my newest favorites, we should say. I've read 3 full series by him. Scythe, which is probably my favorite. Such a fantastic series. So good. The Unwind series. Wow. Just wow. Mind blowing concepts, guys. Mind blowing. And then I read the Skinjackers series, which was like Ever Lost, Ever Wild, Ever Found. And those were very, very enjoyable. So I really am loving his stuff. And he has others that I'm dying to get to. But I'm on kind of a break from him just because I don't want to overload and I don't want to do it too quickly. I need a little bit of I need some distance. This is all about like relationships. I need some space. I need some space. And then I'm going to go deep again and just, one of them is called Challenger Deep, I believe. And I've really been wanting to get to that and some others. So I'm so excited. And yeah, he has not let me down yet. Okay, number 4, Middle Order. What are the last 3 books you've read that, were you to mark them out of 5, would you get a definite 3? So we're looking at 3 stars. So I looked back and I found my 3-star reads, my last 3 3-star reads. Okay, speaking of Neil Shusterman, we have Unbound, which is part of the Unwind series. This is a novella. And this was like a whole bunch of different unwinding scenarios. Different characters, short stories. You kind of learn a little bit about the characters that we know, and you get like their backstory. You get like a different situation that you didn't see in the regular full length novels. So I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was. I think a 3-star rating is. It's good, right? I guess that's the point of this. It's a good book. It's not terrible. It's not bad at all. It's good. It didn't blow me away, so it was a good book. 3 stars is good, guys. 2 is not good. The Intruder by Frida McFadden. I gave this 3 stars. I really, it was leaning towards a 2, but like I feel like in this book, she really did a good job at making me feel for the main character. The main character just went through some horrific situations in her life and trauma, and like you really feel for her because here she is now experiencing a new trauma, this poor thing. And it's just I felt bad. So the rest of it was a little bit, it was just, it wasn't middle of the road for me. It was like it was leaning more towards just like, ugh, are you kidding? But I had to bump it up because of that character development that she really did a great job with this one. So The Intruder got 3 for me. Okay, and then we have Summer's End by Juno Black. Now this is like a cozy mystery. This is, I've talked a little bit about this on my channel, and we have a scene where we dress up as animals because this is a series about animals in the woods, and they have human characteristics. So they're talking, they have jobs, one owns a cafe. They have their particular animals' characteristics as well. So these are like mysteries. Somebody dies in the woods and they have to like solve who killed Joe Moose, but Joe Moose doesn't die. He owns the cafe. But that's just an example. And it's a terrible example. I like moose. I've always wanted to see a moose, and I've been to places where moose reside, and I never see the moose. Why? Where are they? Why are they so like shy and hidden? And then people are like, you don't want to see the moose because they're like dangerous. I'm like, all right. I'm not going to go up to it and start talking. I'm just going to like view it from my car. I'm not walking in the woods anyway. I'm not a hiker. I just want to see a moose. Like you see deer everywhere. I want to see a moose, but I never see them. I went to Maine. Moose crossing signs everywhere. Never saw a damn moose. Where the hell are the moose? Okay, so I'm totally off topic. Okay, so Summer's End. Yeah, I thought it was good. It wasn't one of the better ones, so I gave it a 3 stars. I enjoy those books as like just like a fun like deviation from like whatever it is that I'm reading. Like you want a quick, fun, no-brainer. It's cute. It's still a mystery, but it's like not like horribly gory. Like I said, a little bit cozy mystery. You read a Shady Hollow series by Juno Black. Fun stuff. Okay, number 5, Wicket Keeper. Tell us about a strong or eccentric character. All right, so strong, eccentric. I don't care. I'm choosing Princess Donut. I don't know if she's a strong character. She's very strong. And I would say that she's a little eccentric. I think she's out there, guys. Princess Donut. Do I happen to have this here? Guys, I have the books here. All right, I got the books here, so I might as well give you a visual. But I'm sure some of you knew who I was talking about before I even tell you. Princess Donut, Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinneman. These books are great. So one of the side characters. Well, I mean, at this point, she's kind of a main character. Princess Donut. So we got this dude. His name is Carl. Okay, and he finds himself trapped in like a video game of sorts. I'm not gonna like give it all away, but like the Earth has now been taken over, and now to survive, you have to like play this game. And like aliens are watching it. It's broadcast all over the galaxy. Carl and his cat, Princess Donut, get caught in this video game, and the cat proves to be the most hysterical character in these novels. So funny, and I love Carl. I think Carl's great. I think he's awesome. He's running. He got caught in his boxer shorts when this whole thing happened, and he's running around fighting aliens in his boxer shorts. But anyway, I digress. Princess Donut. Okay, so she is hysterical. She thinks that she's royalty because in real life she was like a show cat, and she would always win awards. And so she has like this uppity. She's a Persian cat, so she has this uppity like air about her, and she definitely uses that every chance she gets. She is so funny. And if you happen to want to like try these books, you should definitely. I'm reading them while listening to the audiobook, and it is such a great experience to do it that way. The audiobook is fantastic. It is fantastic. He is just so talented, and to hear him do like Carl's voice, which is such like a rugged, like manly bro voice, into Princess Donut's voice. It's like, wow, this guy really, I mean, voice actors are amazing. All right, so when they're in the game, they can like communicate to each other through like a chat, and she's constantly writing in all caps. And then she like adopts this little dinosaur, and they don't know that it's a dinosaur at first. And then when they find out, they're just like, okay, so when this little pet that Donut has adopted grows up, then what? And like their interaction is hysterical. I mean, her interaction with everybody is pretty funny. With Carl, it's hilarious because she kind of treats him like her servant, but her interaction with the dinosaur is pretty funny because she almost has to like tame it. And now it's kind of like funny because now the cat is taming the little pet when Carl tries to tame her, and it just won't work because she's the queen. She's Princess Donut, so she's not going to be tamed. So it's kind of funny that now she's trying to tame a dinosaur. Come on. They get loot boxes, and she constantly just like accepts the loot box without reading the fine print and like even seeing what it is. And then like that's it. Once you accept it, you accept it. It's it. It's over. It's irreversible. So like sometimes like she gets into trouble because it's like something that's not too helpful, and she's stuck with it. So I am laughing now just thinking about it. I die laughing when I'm listening / reading it. So I mean, hysterical. She's strong. She's eccentric. Princess Donut. You will laugh your butt off. I promise you. If you have a sense of humor, you're going to laugh because it's funny. Okay, number 6. All-rounder. A writer who you think is excellent in multiple genres. I had trouble with this because I'm just thinking of my favorite authors, and like they all write the same genre. So I know I already used this author, but I'm going to have to say Stephen King again because he has written just so many different types of books, and I just can't think of anybody else. We have The Green Mile, we have The Shawshank Redemption, we have The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. Like we have those types of books, right? Then we have all the classic like horror books that he writes that makes you scared and you're creeped out and you're Can't Sleep, It, The Shining, Salem's Lot, so on and so forth. Then he writes fantasy. I mean, this guy's amazing, right? The Eyes of the Dragon, Fairy Tale, The Gunslinger. So he does it all. The character development is amazing. He makes you think. He makes you scared. He can make you cry. He can really repel you too, and like he could turn you off. Sometimes I'm like, dude, you didn't have to do that. So like he does it all. And then other times I'm just like, you're a genius. The Life of Chuck, you're a genius. So multiple genres and multiple emotions. Okay, number 7, Spinner, a writer who completely bamboozled and deceived you with a plot twist. Colleen Hoover, Verity. I've only read one Colleen Hoover because I think she writes romance, right? I don't read that. But she wrote one. At this point, she might have written 2, like thrillers. Verity is crazy. Verity is about an author who can't finish her book. So the husband hires another author to come in and complete it. Like do the research and like finish her book. Okay. And while she's doing that, she's like staying in the house. She discovers something. There's horrible things going on in the house. What is wrong with Verity that she can't finish this book? She's supposed to be upstairs, like bedridden and like sick and like unable to work. But what's really going on? The end of this book, first of all, it sparked a lot of controversy because people have differing opinions on what actually is the truth. But when I read that twist, I was like, I mean, that was kind of genius. That twist, and if you've read that book, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about, and you hopefully you feel the same way. Like, wow, I wish I could talk about it. That twist was phenomenal. Never saw it coming. Never read anything like that before. It's just like floored. So read Verity, guys. If you're into thrillers, Verity by Colleen Hoover, such a good book. Number 8, Fast Bowler. Tell us about a writer where you rate their short stories above their novels. This is hard for me to answer, guys, because I don't read short stories. So how will I answer this? The few short stories that I have read, that author doesn't have novels, so I can't compare it. A lot of the authors that I read, they don't write short stories. Should I say Stephen King again? I mean, is this the Stephen King answer tag? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. I mean, I haven't read any of his short stories either, except for The Life of Chuck, and I enjoyed that immensely. The only thing I have said in the past is that I like Stephen King's shorter novels as opposed to his like 1,000-pagers. So, but that's not answering the question, so I apologize. I'm sorry. Number 9, Chin Music, a book with a brutal or visceral scene that left scars. I don't know what any of these prompts mean. I'm just like reading it as if I know what it means. Chin Music, okay. That sounds fun. I'm going to go with Ship of Magic by Robin Hobb. That is the book that I am currently reading. It's part of the Realm of the Elderling, the Live Ship Traders Trilogy, Book 1. And right in the first couple of chapters, the main character's father is very ill, and they think that he's dying. And on his deathbed, he just does something that changes everybody's existence. So he has a few children, and they have their roles within the family, and they're expecting certain things. When the father dies, he just throws a wrench into the whole entire situation and changes everything, and it's heart-wrenching. It's brutal. It was really sad. That scene is the scene that really drew me into this book and drew me into all the characters, and I was like really feeling it with them. Books are so emotional. She really does not spare her characters any pain. So that was what stood out to me and what I'm holding on to as I read this book. It's really good. It's fantastic. She's a phenomenal author. Number 10, Twelfth Man. Refreshments suggest a palate cleanser of a book. Frederick Bachman. My grandmother asked me to tell you she's sorry. Very long title. Phenomenal book. So this is about Elsa, who's 7 years old, and her 77-year-old grandmother. Her grandmother tells her bedtime stories at night, and they're like very fantastical. And she soon passes away, and Elsa discovers a bunch of letters from her grandmother apologizing to people in her life that she has wronged. So this is where the adventure begins. Elsa tracks them down and is trying to deliver her grandmother's letters to them. I just really love this book. It really stood out to me. I remember loving how the author used bedtime stories as a way to explain characters and certain circumstances. It was just genius to me. Fantastic. I really recommend it. Okay, it's time to tag some people. I am going to tag Ed Lewis from Nocturnal Reviews. Ed, I loved your Dark Shadows video. Gonna tag Nick from another BookTube channel, as well as Janie from the Crafting Bookworm, and please read your book. Tag, you're it, guys. If you're enjoying Book Buds, please like, share, and subscribe. And last but not least, thanks for visiting Book Buds! New achievement! Sorry, I'm like really into Dungeon Crawler Carl now, as we can see. So I'm just like talking about it constantly. New achievement! What? Okay. How's that? How's that? Listen to me. How's that? Why not show a visual? All right. Jesus. Can't even hold on to the books. And now I'm going to come back, and the chair is going to be in a different spot. And I'm going to ruin the entire editing process.